Well, here we go again. We're back in Carroll, Iowa. We're back at the home that I grew up in, and now this one's a little raunchy, but let me tell you this story before we get going. This is I gotten hundreds of cards and emails and texts and that stuff about me and Snap. This is one that came from a doctor's wife in West Des Moines 10 or 12 years ago, early on when the book had just come out. She said, John, before a doctor prescribes anything for depression, should first of all prescribe reading Me and Snap. That laughter is going to cure a lot of people that aren't healthy. I thought that was a nice compliment from her. But anyway, okay. So far, Me and Snap it cures constipation according to that Catholic sister, and maybe it could cure depression. I don't know, but here we are. It's 1958, 63 years ago. We're in Carroll. It's Christmas Eve. Give you a little background here too. Me and Snap and our friend Cy Farner, the whole neighborhood gang, we learned something about natural gas when we were about 10 or 11 years old, and that is that natural gas is combustible. In other words, you can light farts. When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it. Cy Farner had to demonstrate it to us one day when there was nobody in his house. His mom was gone. He went in on the kitchen floor. He said, I got some gas. You guys got to see it. Yeah. He said, I'd like to see this. Well, he laid on the kitchen floor, and sure enough, he lit a match and he put it down by his pants. Remember, we never did it without pants on and protection. He lit that match, and all of a sudden, poof, out came this red and blue and yellow looking little puff. It didn't make any noise, but it was the darndest thing that me and Snap had ever seen. So anyway, lighting farts was not something we did with a great deal of frequency, but occasionally we did. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve, 1958. My mother, she fixed all kinds of rich foods Christmas Eve. I can't even, just believe me. And we would eat everything that she made. And it was just wonderful, wonderful stuff, but it was very, very rich. Anyway, after we got done eating, opening presents and everything, it was matter of fact, it was getting late. It was 10:30, quarter to 11, and Mom and Dad said, okay, everybody, let's go upstairs. We got to get up, and we got to be ready to go to 8 o'clock Mass tomorrow morning, so let's get moving. And we said, okay, hey, we'll be up in just a minute. We told Brother Barry to stay. I had been around Snap, oh gosh, while we were opening presents, and oh my gosh, he was passing gas. It was terrible. And I dared him. I said, Snap, I dare you to light one of those. He said, okay, let's wait till everybody's gone and we'll do it. And so everybody was going upstairs, and we said, hey, Barry, stay here for just a minute here, will you? Matter of fact, his nickname was Toad. Hey, Toad, hang around a little bit. We're going to show you something. Explained to him what it was he was going to see. And he said, you're crazy, you guys. You can't light farts. And we just said, well, just watch. Now, all three of us were in our pajamas. Our Uncle Stan and Aunt Gertrude gave us new pajamas every Christmas. Same thing every Christmas. These big, fluffy, furry, fuzzy cotton pajamas, and we had them on. And that was good. They were nice and warm. It was a cold Christmas Eve night. We had them on, and everybody went upstairs except me and Snap and Toad. And Toad was saying, you guys are crazy. So we went into the living room. Snap laid down on the living room floor, about the middle of the living room floor. Laid down there, had a book of matches. We said, okay, Toad, now just watch this. Toad was there. Of course, I was there. I was almost right next to Snap. Snap lit one of those horrible, horrible farts that he'd been letting go all night. And kaboom! Snap was on fire. He went up. That explosion caught fire with all those little cottony things that are all over those pajamas, and whoosh, he was aflame. Now, he was only aflame for 3 or 4 seconds. As soon as he went up, boom, I grabbed, it was a rug just right under my feet, grabbed it, started hitting him. He was standing up, patting him. And, of course, it was going to go out by itself anyway, but it was the darndest thing you'd ever seen in your life. Toad was so scared. We went run upstairs. We said, Toad, don't you tell anybody. Don't you dare tell anybody. Well, Snap was on fire. Christmas Eve, 1958. And you know what? We get together. We're still laughing about it. We eventually told Mom and Dad. They were suspicious that something happened because Snap got out of his pajamas. I'm not sure how we kept from telling them that night. Maybe they knew, and maybe Toad told them. I don't know. But hey, everybody, it's a true story. Snap was on fire. Don't light farts. It's dangerous. I have no idea how me and Snap got through our childhood alive. I have no idea. And I think a lot of the neighbors and our friends think the same thing. But we made it, and here we are. Just a couple of old farts now. Thanks for listening. Be back to you shortly.